I don't know how to intro this video. This is a entry for, I'm sorry, I BeanzlovesSOAD, if that's how you say it. I'm sorry. Um, this is an entry to his contest that I just found out about, and it seems like a really good contest, and the reward for winning seems really awesome because I am a very avid gamer, perhaps a little too much. So it's pretty awesome that I have a potential to win this. Sorry if you hear clicking noises, that's me clicking. But yeah, I'm going to obviously pick a game because I absolutely love games. The game I'm going to choose is series. Well, I guess the game from the series would be Fallout 3 from the Fallout series. You may have heard of it. It's my all-time favorite game. Sadly, I've played on Xbox, but I know PC version is the computer version so much better. But I played it on the Xbox version in '08, since '08, and I haven't looked back. I still play it today. It is such a great game. This whole series is good, but Fallout 3 stands out as such an amazing, just the concept and the detail in it is just absolutely wonderful. I first played it 4 years ago with my one friend. He had it, and I had never heard of it. And then actually, I believe it had recently came out. And I watched him play it a bit, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty interesting. And oh, excuse me one sec. All right, sorry about that. Sorry if my voice has gotten louder. I wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, I don't remember where I was. I should have listened to where I was. But I'm gonna start the story over. I'm so sorry. Not completely, but I played it with my friend. I thought it was awesome. And then I bought it myself. Now this is buy number one. I bought it myself and I played it through. And I played it through. I tried collecting everything. There's like unique weapons and stuff you can get. And I got all of them. I put them in my house on the game. I decorated more than I'd ever decorate my own room. I was in love with this game. I played it through twice. Oh, sorry about that. I played it through twice. That first purchase. And then I sold it so I could buy another game. And don't get me wrong, I love the game, but I kind of fended for myself when it came to games. I would get bought games, but at the same time, I also used other games to buy games. So I sold it, and then about maybe a couple months later, I bought it again, and that's purchase number 2. Played it through again, I think 2 times, 2 or 3 times. Still loved it. Never didn't like it. I just kind of, you kind of burn out music you listen to. You don't want to listen to it for a while. Movies, I mean, for the game, I played it so much that I didn't want to play it for that time being. So, I sold it. Or I played it 2 or 3 times, and then I sold it again. By this time, I think New Vegas, the next in the series, had come out. I played that, didn't like it as much. It's still a good game, but it actually made me want to play Fallout 3 even more. So I bought it again, and I think we're at purchase 4. I'm sorry if you're just listening to this saying he can't count, but I think we're at purchase 4 now. So that's 4 purchases, and it's like crazy, because I would never purchase a game 4 times in my life. I've done games like maybe twice, but I've learned my lesson, either to keep it or sell it. But I keep coming back to this game. once I bought it for the third or fourth time, oh jeez, I played it through again, I think another 2 times, and every time I play it, I never get bored of it, and just the reason I like the game so much is it's not something that per se can be done overnight. I mean, I know I've played it so many times, but a single playthrough with all the downloaded feature extras, the add-ons, the DLCs they've included, with all of those added, it's such a long game, but it's so involved. The plot of the game is just, I love it. Like, from when you start out in the vault as a baby being born, that's how you start the game out. You're born. It's kind of weird, but you grow up, you go through, I think until you're age 10, you can have your birthday party inside the vault, and then you go and you take your, I believe, the GOAT exams. I can't remember what it stands for, but like, they tell you what, depending on how you answer the questions, they tell you what you'd be in the future. And then you get to a point where you have to escape because your father left the vault, and everyone is afraid and wants you dead and blame you because you're the only one there, because the only person you lived with is your father, because your mother dies giving birth to you. But so you leave the vault for the first time. The first time I ever played the game, I left the vault, and you get that bright, shiny feeling because you've never seen the sun before. First time I saw that, I was just like totally blown away, and how vastless it already seemed. And then from there, you can quite literally go anywhere you want within the map the game's limits, which aren't small whatsoever. I mean, I've taken 10 minutes plus just to walk somewhere because I didn't have it marked on my map and I couldn't fast travel. And just the amount of items you can have and pick up is just, it's exceptional. The different guns, the littlest things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was a hoarder and a pack rat in that game, I would leave with just the bare necessities. My like stim packs, which heal you, water and stuff like that. That's all I'd leave with. I'd come back with tin cans and plungers and just like cereal and stuff I didn't need. I just collected everything when I went out. I looted all the bodies that I killed, almost in their entirety. I would have lockers at my house, in my house, and whatever 10 penny tire megaton that would be filled with just useless junk, just old guns, old armor and stuff like that. And I didn't mind. I mean, the amount of times I was over encumbered, too many items, I couldn't fast travel or move fast. Oh, unbelievable. I always chose to get perks to help you carry more in the very early beginnings of the game, which wasn't always smart, but it's just that. The enemies in the game are awesome. I mean, I think they did a good job with this whole situation. I think they did a good job with how they installed the enemies. I mean, I'm still afraid of death claws, and if you don't know what those are, they're scary. They're very scary, especially when it's nighttime on that game, and you see one when you're early level. Not so fun. If I have to, the only gripe I'd have to say about the game is the voicing. The voicing itself is fine. The voice actors and actresses, that's not the problem. It's the limit of voice actors and actresses. There's not a very wide range of voices. I'm fairly sure there's even main characters throughout the game that you meet that have the same voice as someone you met before, sometimes at the same time. And it's definitely not something that hinders the game. It's not something that breaks it by any means. Because the rest of the game definitely makes up for it. It's just something I noticed after 7 playthroughs. Oh god. I just thought of that. But they have the radio on there. 3Dog. I don't know if you're playing New Vegas, Mr. New Vegas. The radio is amazing. Because of the radio, I started listening to old music, like the Ink Spots. I was always a fan of Frank Sinatra, but Dean Martin and stuff my grandparents used to listen to. And I'm sorry if I just offended anyone by saying that, but just the classics. I became musically cultured because of this game. But yeah, currently I do not own the game. I'm at that stage. And I'm actually planning on buying the game again whenever I can. So I can once again just dwell into this massive game that just has so much to offer. And even after 7, 8 playthroughs, I'll probably still find something I didn't see or I didn't get before. But yeah, guys, I hope I did this right. I hope this video is correct. It's actually a really long video. I hope I did it right. And good luck to everyone in the contest.